Get this going. All right, we're gonna start it out down here on our mats. Taking a couple big cleansing breaths. And again, oh, hello. We're gonna take one hand to the opposite knee and rotate. And again, setting our intention for what this workout is about. And then over to the other side, hand to the opposite knee. Getting a good twist here. We're gonna switch which leg is in front. What are you doing today? And we're gonna take a couple more big cleansing breaths. And again, this is the most she's ever loved me. All right, walk your hands forward. Fold it forward, keeping both butt cheeks down on the ground. One more deep breath here. And we're gonna roll it back up to sitting. And from here, we're gonna pop it on up to standing. For this next part, I'm gonna stay on the mat. You can do this on the mat, on the floor, whatever makes you happy. We're gonna turn the knees and toes out to the sides. So when I say out to the sides, that means side, not corner. We're gonna tuck the tailbone under. There's a weight from your tailbone straight down to the ground. So rather than going back like we would in a squat, we're gonna go straight down. There's a string for the top of your head up to the sky, so we're not folding forward into a bow. This is very much in one plane of motion. We're gonna plie and come back up. And as we're doing this, really squeeze the butt cheeks. So again, I wanna make sure my heels are pointing towards each other, toes are out to the sides. Maybe your feet aren't super wide today, maybe you don't go very low, that's fine. 3, 2, we're gonna add to it. We're gonna go down for 2, and then we're gonna come up and over the top back to the center. We're gonna go down for 2, and then we're gonna go the other way. So we're gonna go up and over, back to the center. Double check where your feet are after you do that. Up and over. And plie, and up and over. A few more of these. Gentle plie, rolling up the spine. Double checking the feet periodically. One more to each side. Big plie, up and over. One more time. And we're gonna do it again. Come back to our plie, bending the knees. And then we're gonna bring it down and hold it. So I'm gonna double check that my heels point towards each other and toes out to the sky. Tailbone tucked under, shoulders back. Super strong here. Deep breaths, holding it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I'm gonna lean it up and over the top and still hold my plie. So I'm leaning, but I'm still balanced between the two legs. Take another big breath. Come on back into the center. Up and over. So I'm leaning, but I'm still in the center. Both knees are at the same height. Take another breath. Come on back into the middle. Straighten it out. All right, shake it out, 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 shake it out. Big cleansing breath. And again. 3 setting into that plie one more time. Knees and toes turn out to the sides. So as opposed to the corners, turn them out. Tuck the tailbone under. Shoulders are back. Thinking very vertical. Bread in a toaster. As we go down, the knees are going to go out to the sides, not forward. So if you can't control that, if you're like, this is as far to the sides as they can go, then don't go super low with the plie. Keep it in the range of motion where you can control the angles. 3, 2, we're going to lower down to that plie and hold and shift the upper body to reach. Take a deep breath here, reach up and over. Still staying centered. One more breath here. Bring it on back up and over. Take a big breath down in your low plie. Reach and up and over. Staying low in your plie. Back to the center. Take a deep breath. Reach up and over. How are your legs doing? Come on back to the center. Big breath. Reach up and over. How are your legs doing? Come on back to the center. Big deep breath down here. Tailbone tucked under. Straighten it out. Shake it out. Big cleansing breath. And again. All All right, one more standing thing before we move on with our lives. We're gonna have our butts go back. Core is nice and tight, so the back is flat. So we're gonna take this roundness, and it's very durable, we're gonna flatten it out. And we're not gonna do this roundness either. That will also get uncomfortable. Instead, pull the belly button into your spine. Sit back in your invisible chair. Arms are gonna go back behind you. Take a deep breath here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. We're gonna add tricep beats. So our palms are facing towards each other, and we're gonna add those beats. Hands face towards each other, and we're gonna pull in. So as we're doing these tricep beats, you're gonna start to feel that in the triceps, but we're also still holding this little tiny squat. Core is tight. So we're good here. This is kind of like when we're doing the Pilates 100. Very similar, because we got the tricep beats, and we're breathing in for 5, and out for 5, and the back is flat. But if you're ready, we're gonna add to it. We're gonna take one foot, front and back, one-legged squat. So if you just took boot camp, you already did a little bit of this today, but without the tricep beats. One-legged squats, tricep beats. So we're gonna keep those hands back, palms face towards each other, like you're waving off that smoking hot booty. 3, 2, you're ready to add to it? Speed up the foot. One-legged squat, we're staying low in that squat. Butt is back. We're not putting that weight forward into the knee, back into the butt. 3, 2, 1, we're gonna lift that foot up. One-legged squat, tricep beats. Palms face towards each other. So it's kind of a silly thing, but you'll feel it. You'll feel it soon if you don't already. 3, 2, 1, take that leg back behind for a hold. One-legged squat, tricep beats. For 5 arm beats, breathe in. For 5 arm beats, breathe out. One more breath. Bring that foot back in, bring it on up, and relax. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, I got good news for you. You have not 1, but 2 butt cheeks. So we gotta do it again. Feet are together, butt goes back. So again, thinking about my spine. Belly button folds in towards my spine, my back flattens out. So I'm not doing this even though it's adorable. I'm not doing this. I'm flattening it out. Palms face towards each other. And triceps. For 5, breathe in. For 5, breathe out. So we're strong here. We're good here. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you're ready to add to it, we're on the other foot. Step it forward and back. So the real key here is keeping the core tight. Don't let your belly relax during this. There's a lot of stuff going on, so it's hard to stay focused on all of the things. If you're ready to add more to it, you can speed up that foot. Again, keep that weight back. We're sitting back in an invisible chair. 3, 2, take that foot forward and hold it. So again, we're still doing those tricep beats. Do you feel them yet? How are your triceps doing? Butt is back, stay low in your squat. Take that leg back behind. Again, we're waving off that smoking hot booty. One-legged squat. Squeeze the butt to lift the other leg up. Super strong here. One more deep breath. Lay that foot and relax. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Big cleansing breath. One more time. Cool. We're gonna switch gears. We're gonna come down to the mat. So we're gonna switch instead of up. I'm gonna tilt this. Bam. All right, come on down to the end of the mat. We have plenty of mats behind us. Drop the lowest part of your spine, one vertebrae above it, one above it. Roll it on back. Bring the knees into the chest for a hug. Whew. First thing we're doing is just checking in with the body. What does the body want to do? So right now, I'm going to look for places that would like to be stretched. Maybe my legs will straighten out. Maybe I'll rubber my heels up to the sky. I'm searching for places that might want a little bit of movement. Maybe my hips feel good if I'm doing a little bit of movement. whatever. I'm gonna check in, I'm gonna scan my body. What do I feel? And what can I do in this moment that would feel better? Scanning from the top to the bottom to the top, all the parts. Take another couple deep breaths. Cool. And then we're gonna reset down on the end of the mat, down on the mat. We're gonna start with our core fundamentals. So these are the things that don't look like a lot, but we're really checking in with ourselves. So right now I'm chilling on the ground. There's this space between my back and the mat. That's just the curve of the spine. That's totally normal. But I'm gonna flatten it against the ground by tightening my core. So I'm gonna squeeze here, middle back flattens against the ground. Then I'm gonna squeeze the pelvic floor. Those are the muscles I use to stop peeing and other things. And then I'm gonna squeeze the glutes. Those are my butt muscles. And then I'm gonna use my core to bring my legs to tabletop. So I've got a lot of stuff already happening, even though it doesn't look like anything. And then I'm gonna leave some space between my chin and my chest. The amount of space that there is now, I'm gonna lift my shoulder blades up. So I didn't strain my neck, just lifted my shoulders, using my abs to do that. Arms at the sides. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Fill up that rib cage with air. Exhale it all out. If you're ready, we're doing triceps again. So I got a whole checklist of stuff to be thinking about. Middle back is flat. Correct. Squeezing my butt cheeks. Yeah. Pelvic floor, legs at table, shoulders lifted. If I'm good here and I could add even more to it, I'm going to straighten out the legs and rotate them out. So the feet meet at the heel and the toes are apart. So if I'm good here, with my legs straight and turned out, and I'm going to add even more to it, I can lower those legs down. Shoulders are up, but middle back is flat against the ground. My core is doing a lot right now, even though this doesn't look like a whole lot. 3. 2 more deep breaths. And 1 more time. And bring it on back in for a relaxing breath. We get to go through that checklist one more time for the Pilates 10. So again, middle back flattens against the ground. I'm tightening. Squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the glutes. I'm gonna really feel that and continue to feel that. Bring the legs to table. Keeping that space between the chin and the chest, I'm gonna lift my shoulders up. And I'm using my core to do that, not my neck. This time, hands are next to the knees. Super simple. We're gonna drop the hands, legs go up. Inhale, come back where you just were. Exhale, extend. Inhale, return. So the knees aren't getting closer and further from the chest. They stay in the exact same spot. They stay directly above the hips. Super simple, so we can be really precise with it. 3, 2, 1 more time. And relax. Bring the knee back into the chest. Legs are going to go straight back up to the sky. Flex the feet. So here's the thing. We're going to climb to the top of the building. Yep. Today, there is an all-you-can-eat pizza buffet at the top of the building. There's gluten-free, there's dairy-free, there's everything you want. Legs are straight. Between our feet is a rope, and we're going to use that rope to climb to the top of the building. One arm, then the other. Climbing up to the top of the building. So we're keeping those legs still. If they can't stay still when they're straight, bend them, whatever. But we want them to stay still. It's really not that much of a difference in terms of the ab work with the legs. It's up to you and your comfort. Reaching one hand and then the other. Legs stay totally still. We're going to climb up to the top of the building because, again, as I mentioned, all you can eat pizza bar. All of the types of pizza you ever wanted. Pineapple, no pineapple. Whatever. Reach it up. 10 more seconds. We're going to get to the top of that building. Keep climbing that rope. 3, 2, 1. And relax. We made it to the top. Okay, so it's time to make all our pizza, but we gotta fight off a zombie that happens to be up there. I don't know why there's zombies up there, but that's the deal. So we're gonna grab our giant axe, reach it back behind the head, and on one side we're gonna chop and pull back. Same side, chop and pull back. The legs are holding still as we reach as far as we can. Exhale to reach. Inhale, pull back. Reach as far as you can. And legs hold still. Exhale, jump. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, jump. Inhale, pull back. This was originally called like Shop the Tree or something. I was like, no! Don't challenge zombies. One more time. And relax. All right, you know the thing about zombies. There's never just one zombie. So we gotta go to the other side. The nice thing about X's though, they don't run out of bullets. Reach back, other side, chop, and pull back. Chop, and pull back. Legs hold still. So if you had a yoga block on top of your feet, or a book, or whatever, it would stay there. I don't recommend putting a book on top of your feet, because if it fell, that would hurt. Reach as far as you can, and then pull back. Reach as far as you can, and then pull back. Legs stay still. Upper body, reach, and pull back. Reach, and pull back. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're gonna bring the hands behind the head and lift the shoulder blades up. So those legs, we're gonna point the toes. They're gonna separate, come back to the center, flex the feet. Then we're gonna lower them down, but just to about 45 degrees. And then we're gonna bring them back up, point the toes. They're gonna open, come back to the center, flex the feet, lower, but only to 45 degrees. We're not going any lower than halfway to the ground. And that's because you will absolutely lose the form. Point the toes, open up, bring it back to the center, flex the feet, slowly. Now, if you want to make this feel more like that ab burning, lift your shoulders higher. Middle back is going to stay fully connected to the ground. So the reason we don't want to go any lower than this is that you will lose that. You will lose that. And what will happen is your erector spinae in your lower back will have to do that work to compensate. And you won't feel it now, you'll feel it in a couple days. So we're going to take care of our backs, keeping the shoulders lifted and only going halfway to the ground. You want to make it harder? Again, lift the shoulders higher and go slower, especially on the way back up. Yeah. Shoulders stay lifted. So if you're starting to get tired and you can't keep the shoulders lifted, or you're feeling this in your neck, chill the hell out. Just take an entire ass break. And then come back in when your form is going to be what you want it to be, when it is able to be controlled. Again, we're going super slow, especially on the way back up. Just a little bit further. Super, super slow, especially on the way back up. 2 more sets. And one more time. Open, close, and super, super slow. Keep those shoulders up, keep those shoulders up, keep those shoulders up. And relax. Stretch it all the way out. How we doing? Everybody alive well? Getting that timer? Bring the right knee into the chest. Take that right knee to the left. Upper body, twist back to the right. Taking a deep breath here in this twist of your lower spine. Bring it on back into the center. Left knee into the chest. We're going to take it over the right. Upper body, twist back. Take another big breath. Come on back into the center, rolling on a sitting. How y'all doing? Yay! We're gonna start out right here. Nice straight spine. I'm gonna take the right leg up and over and bring that knee in towards my chest. And then I'm gonna bring it a little bit closer into my chest when I'm ready. Take another deep breath here. And then I'm gonna plant that foot down so that knee is still in my chest. So this is my right knee is in my chest. So my left arm is gonna go up and then rotate to the bent side, to the right. So this is another spine twist, but in a different angle. Take another deep breath here. And release. Other leg, we're gonna bring that knee into the chest. Start it out little, and then when you're ready, bring it up in more. So we're bringing that knee up towards the shoulder. We're taking care of it, taking care of this angle, so we're not doing anything crazy with the foot. We're just taking care of the knee, like we're coddling it. Taking another breath here. And then that knee is up and over the other side. So I've got my left knee in my chest. So my right arm is gonna go up, and I'm gonna twist to the left, to the side of the fence. Take another deep breath here. And release. Flip it over on your stomach. How's everybody doing? You alive? You good? It's a Monday. You're here. You're already doing great. All right. So we're down here on our stomachs. We're going to start out with a locust. We're just getting used to doing a little bit of work on our stomachs without straining the lower back. So one really big thing there is we're never going to have both the lower and upper body raised at the same time. See people do it at the gym all the time. It's not great. It's not safe. So what we're going to do instead is be really mindful and not come up too high. So palms are down for the locust, and we're just resting. Just squeeze the butt cheeks to lift the thighs. And then we're just going to lift the hands and the shoulders off the mat. So we're not lifting super high. We're not going to lift so high that we feel this in the lower back. We're going to squeeze the butt. And we're engaging the muscles of the core. So really find it tightening all of your belly muscles to stay here and to take care of your lower back. So your lower back isn't feeling this. This is not your lower back's job. We don't have to lift up super high like I mentioned. Palms are facing down. And the really critical thing is squeeze your butt to lift your thighs. Take another deep breath here in the locust. We're going to bring the arms forward, and now we're in a Superman. So we don't want to lift up both ends at the same time, like I mentioned. So we're out here in Superman, listening to the lower back, really squeezing your butt cheeks. Opposite hand and foot are going to lift. And then come back down to just hover. Opposite hand and foot, and then hover. Again, listening to the lower back. You shouldn't feel it as a work or a strain in the lower back. You're protecting the lower back by squeezing the butt cheeks and keeping the core working. You're doing opposite hand and foot. Once you feel good here, you can just speed it up. And quit swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. So again, pay attention to what we're feeling in the lower back. The more I squeeze my butt cheeks and the more I tighten my core, the safer my lower back is, plus the more I'm getting out of it exercise-wise. Keep swimming, keep swimming. 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to separate the knees. Butt comes back towards the feet. Take another deep breath back here. And then we're going to shift that weight forward again. We're going swimming again. Great. So again, starting out chilling. Just laid out. Then we're going to squeeze the butt cheeks to lift the thighs. And then we're going to casually lift the arms, not super high, just to hover. But most importantly, the core is tight and I'm squeezing my butt cheeks. That's the really important thing. I'm going to reach down to the center, reach around, come back up to the center. So it's a big breaststroke. And I'm not going to hit my water bottle. I keep moving it to places where I'm going to hit it. So squeeze, 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 squeeze the butt cheeks. I'm squeezing the butt cheeks and kind of tilting the pelvis down into the mat. And squeezing my core muscles. I'm really gonna find, where are my abs? Tighten them. So if I'm feeling this in the lower back, that means I need to do something differently. And maybe it means I need to just take a break for a minute. Maybe it means I'm lifting up too high in the upper body. Maybe I'm getting tired. Yeah. And if you get fatigued, you'll start to lose the form and something else will have to take that work. So if you're feeling it in the lower back, that maybe means that your abs, your glutes, just need a rest for a second. Keep reaching down to the center. 3 more this direction. And then we're gonna go the other way. Bring it up and pull it in right next to your sides. Bring it up, pull it in right next to your sides. Again, I am paying attention to my lower back. I don't have to be super high off the mat for this to be useful. My arms are just resisting against gravity, so I don't have to come up super high. I'm squeezing the butt cheeks to keep my legs hovering above the mat. And again, my abs are tight. Going through that checklist. Keeping it going. A little bit further. 3, 2, one more time. And we're going to separate the knees. Bring the butt back to the feet. Releasing the lower back here, stretching out the shoulders. That should feel pretty decent right now. One more breath here, and then we're going to shift it forward. So we're just coming out to a little quadruped. We're going to take a cat and cow. So I'm going to flatten out my foot. The top of my foot's on the mat. So I can press down into the shins. Round the spine, exhale. Inhale, release. Tuck the tailbone under. Press into the shins. Exhale, all the right arms. Inhale, release. 2 more. One more time. And release. So while we're here, we're going to stay in a quadruped. Depending on if your floor is hard, depending on how thick your mat is, you may want to double up your mat because we're going to be here and you want your knees to be comfortable. So I've got plenty of distance between my knees and the hardwood, but if you need more space, more protecting, go ahead and roll it up down. All right, so we're here in our quadruped. I'm going to start bringing one knee into my chest, lower my head down. Extend that leg back, lift the head. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, sail back. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, sail back. So it's just like the stretch we just did, only we've added a little bit of footwork to it. And I'm going to keep both my arms straight, and I'm going to use the whole hand. So it doesn't just become my wrist problem. My fingertips are doing this work as well. Now, what if I have a wrist issue? I could take it to fingertips. I could take it to fists. Or if I needed to, I could take it to forearms. So I'm going to listen to my body, and I'm going to adjust according to what it needs. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, sail back. I'm going to try to maintain that balance between left and right, so I'm not just leaning to the side of the leg that's still on the ground. 10 more seconds. Three, 2, one more time, and switch legs. Crunch in, sail back. Again, we're taking care of our wrists, so adjust as you need to. You put your hands in a different spot. Make sure your fingertips are taking as much of the weight as the wrist is. Round the spine, squeeze the butt. Round the spine, extend back. Exhale, inhale. So we're working on that breath thing together because we're going to add to this. And we want to have that breath and movement in tandem. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, one more time. And relax. We're going to separate the knees. Separate from the knees for a second. Bring the butt back to the feet. Stretch out the shoulders. Give our hands a moment. were just doing. When you're ready, come on forward again. So what we're gonna do this time is add a push-up. If you are down on your forearms, you're not going to add a push-up because that would be very hard to do. But if you are up here, what we're gonna do, now pay attention to my hips on this. We're gonna round the back, bring the knee to the chest, lower the head, exhale. Inhale, lift up the head and the leg goes back. Now here's the really clutch part. My hips are gonna come forward and down. Exhale, inhale, push back up again. So all the way through again. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. All right? So the really key piece there is that I'm doing this, my hips come forward for the push-up. The way that a lot of people will do this instinctively is to do this part and then do this. Because that's nothing. That is no work at all. That is super, super easy. This is our push-up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, push-up. Inhale, return. Crunch it in, extend it back. Hips come forward, not just the chest. Hips come forward. So the leg that's on the ground, the top of that thigh is coming down towards the mat. I'm not just bringing my chest down. Exhale forward. Inhale up. 10 more seconds. One more time. And relax. Separate the knees for a moment. Bring the butt back. Take a big breath here. Now you know what the deal is. You have not one, but two butt cheeks. So you get to do it on the other side. Oh, oops. All right. So we're back here in our little quadruped. Other side, knee to the chest, leg extends back. Knee to the chest, leg extends back. Now we're adding it forward and up. Exhale. Inhale, hinging forward, come back up. You can also modify this where your hands are. The closer your elbows are into your chest, right next to your ribcage, the more this becomes a tricep push-up. The wider your hands are, the more this becomes your upper back. So you can modify it with that. The further forward your hands are, it's also going to affect your push-up as well. So modify it according to your safety so that nothing hurts, and depending on what you want to emphasize in it. I tend to go pretty hard on triceps because that's my favorite. 10 more seconds. One more time, knee into the chest, the leg extends back, push up. Return. Separate the knees, butt comes back to the feet. Whew. We're going to take the right hand forward into the right, left hand on top of it. Stretch out the shoulder. Take another deep breath here. Left hand forward into the left, right hand on top of it. Take it back to the center. And then we're going to shift it on out to our sides. We have just a little bit left. And then final stretches. You are in the last lap around. So we're going to do a little oblique work. So the first thing you're going to do is some jackknives. And from here, I'm going to take it to my forearm. If I need some more padding for my forearm, I'll also take that. I'm going to stack the hips. That's a really critical piece. As we add to this, this is what's going to happen. Your butt is going to try to drift back towards the mat. Just know that that's the shortcut it's going to try to make. Stick, hips are stacked. And then we're going to lift and lower the legs. So notice how your body wants to drift back so that your butt is on the mat. But we're going to keep those hips stacked and work the obliques by lifting and lowering. Yep. Yep. Sure is. Sure is. So we're staying strong here, trying not to move the upper body too much. The upper body, we're trying to keep it steady. Hips stacked. We're not going back onto the bum. In 5 seconds, we're gonna hold. 3, 2, lift it up to that jackknife and hold. Try to keep those hips stacked. Try not to roll onto your bum. Stay tough, stay tough, stay tough. Obliques, obliques, obliques. Those are right here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, we're gonna do one more thing on this side, and then we'll move on. So again, we're gonna take it to the forearm. If you wanna double up your mat so your forearm is comfortable, because this is bones, we're gonna bring it on up to this lateral bridge. You can do this from your knee as well. You can take your bridge there. You can take your bridge from your feet. And we're gonna hold our lateral bridge. So I've got elbow, under shoulder, under wrist. I'm gonna keep that stacked. I'm gonna keep my shoulders stacked and my hips stacked. Staying strong in this lateral bridge. Deep breath. Take another deep breath here. I'm gonna bring that top arm across the chest, top foot in front. Rotate belly towards the mat. Inhale back up. Rotate belly towards the mat. Inhale back up. Ten more seconds. One more time. Rotate back to your lateral bridge and lower it back down. Woo! Same shit other side. But this is it. This is the last thing we're doing. You survived it on one side, you can do it on the other. So again, we're going to stack the hips, take it to our forearm. You can use this top arm to help you. Remember not to roll back onto your butt. Lift and lower. So we're going to lift and lower in that jackknife. It is a challenge to keep the upper body stable. So if somebody saw you from chest up, it would look like you're just chilling. Lift and lower. Yep. Notice how your body wants to roll back onto your bum. Instead, we're going to try to work the obliques. That's up here, this side of the torso. Try to keep the hips stacked, feet together. In 10 seconds, we're going to hold. 3, 2, lift it up and hold it. Yep, stand stacked on that hip. Yeah, buddy. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. Obliques, 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 obliques. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're still on that forearm. Again, if you need to get some padding, you can double up your mat. I'm going to take it up to our lateral bridge, which again, you can do from your knee or you can do from your feet. We're going to hang out. So I've got my elbow under my shoulder, under my shoulder, under my wrist. And I'm thinking about which muscles I'm using here. It is never my joint's responsibility to do the work. It will become my joint's responsibility if my muscles abdicate their responsibility. So I'm going to think about which muscles I'm using. Take another deep breath here. I'm going to take that top foot forward, top arm across the chest, rotate, and return back up. Belly button down towards the mat. Inhale to return. This is the last thing we're doing before final stretches. I'm going to rotate my belly button towards the mat. Inhale up. 3, 2, one more time. Rotate and side and relax. All right, after all of that, let's come on back to sitting. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Straighten out the spine. Press the knees down towards the ground. Take another deep breath here. If you want to close your eyes, by all means. Pulling the foot in, pulling both feet in towards your crotch, pressing the knees down to the sides. One more deep breath. We're going to straighten out the legs. Reach it up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. We're gonna flex the feet. So we're getting that stretch of the back of the legs. Project your heart forward. Take one more deep breath here. Inhale back up to straight back. Coming back down to where we first started. Now we're going to take our final cleansing breaths. Breathing in gratitude. Once again, in celebration. And thank you for your hard work. You did it. 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 Finger guns are the new high five. Yeah. Great job, y'all. What a way to start the week. That was fantastic fun. All right. So if you're one of my weekly folks, I will see you tomorrow. As always, if you have questions, you have requests, let me know. If you had friends that you would like to have join us, let them know. And take care of yourself, stay hydrated. And also from my cat, great job. Y'all be well. See you next time.